Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the pre-stream for Ask the King. Today is Thursday, May 28th, 2015. I am indeed Darkside Phil and welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Here's my monthly Q&A session where I go through your questions via the forums, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, patron questions as well. We actually had 3 patrons this month who took advantage of the, Patreon system. And they'll be getting their questions answered for sure here on the stream because of that. If you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, basically if you become a Patreon of mine and you do a $20 pledge, your question will 100% guaranteed be answered here on Ask the King. And we've got 3 people this month who not only donated the $20 but asked a question. There are actually some people who donate a certain amount and then they don't. For whatever reason. Maybe they just don't have a pertinent question that month or whatever, and that's perfectly fine, too. So, we're going to get started shortly here. I actually have a ton of questions, everyone. In fact, I actually looked, and I think I kind of bit off more than I could chew. I'll be honest with you. I picked like 40 questions, and it's way too many. Like, I get the feeling what's going to happen is we're going to get through the show, and as we get through, about halfway through, I'll have to start saying, okay, this question is, we'll skip this one for this time and go on to others. But it's kind of funny because we're going to have a question today about how I pick my questions for Ask the King. And I'll go through that a little bit because I get that question about once a year, actually. It's about once a year where people say, gee, Phil, how do you actually ask your questions or pick your questions for the show? Because we're curious, about how it goes and how can I ask a pertinent question that would get answered, etc. And I'll go through that today. We've got lots of variety in the questions, including things about gaming, things about, my personal life, things about current events, things about all kinds of stuff. And again, as usual, I will do my best. I will do my absolute best to get you guys good answers, entertaining answers, and hopefully it's a good show. Just so you guys know, it's going to be about a 2-hour show once I get started. It's probably going to run a little bit longer than I usually stream on first stream, but that's okay. This is the first show where I'm actually got all of my soundproofing foam set up properly in the office, and you're actually going to see it once we go to the camera. I'm not going to switch over yet, but once I switch over, you're going to see it's a little bit of a different looking setup. Now that I have a different backdrop for it. It should be a fun show. And I thank you for being here live on the stream. If you're watching this pre-stream on YouTube, also I thank you for being here, although I'll be honest, not many people watch the pre-streams on YouTube. I really don't have a lot to talk about on pre-stream today. It's a very busy day for me, going through all the questions for Ask the King. I already uploaded the next batch of Mortal Kombat 10 videos. For those who, know that I streamed on Sunday a big set of like over 40 matches, but I only uploaded 20. Finally, today I'm only streaming gameplay once, so I uploaded 10 more matches of MKX to DSP Gaming. After this, obviously, I'll be uploading these videos, which should be 3 or maybe even 4 of these Ask the King videos to my YouTube channel, The King of Hate Vlogs. And then tonight we're doing more Persona 4. Tonight we're doing Persona 4. And, going to be good to resume that playthrough. We're near the end game. From what I'm going to understand, it's kind of my last chance to do some optional stuff before I fight the final boss, although he actually isn't the final boss from what I'm to understand, but we'll see. Okay? What else? Tomorrow we're trying out Splatoon. I'm actually going to GameStop for the first time since I bought MKX, which was April 14th. It's my first trip to GameStop since then. And I'm picking up I'm picking up Splatoon tomorrow. So Splatoon premieres tomorrow. We got cool stuff going on with that. It's gonna be a fun weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. I'll do my gratuitous plugs, I guess. And then we'll get started with the show because, like I said, I've got a lot of questions to answer on this show. Okay. So gratuitous plug number 1, I've already mentioned it. Obviously, is Patreon. For those of you who don't know what that is, if you go to patreon.com/DarksidePhil, you can check out my Patreon account where, for a small pledge, you get all kinds of cool perks, including getting a special thank you, getting your name called out verbally in a video as a thank you, not just text. for donating. The possibility of getting your question answered right here on Ask the King, which is going to happen for 3 people this show. Getting a cool Project 7 t-shirt. Getting the ability to vote on things that I do. And in fact, there's going to be 2 things for the month of June that people will be voting on if you pledge in the next 3 days. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There are only 3 days left to pledge to my May 2015 Patreon. Just want to make that clear. Okay? What else? Also, you can have a private video made. I'll make a private video for a certain donation level perk, and also you could be a part of a future project like Project 7 or something else if Project 7 doesn't work out. But right now, Project 7, I got some really cool ideas for it that I think I'm going to be starting to put together in the next couple of months. So you might be saying, well, what is the point? Well, not only do you get cool perks, but also it allows me to have more flexibility in my content. It allows me to do things outside the norm. Instead of having to play every mainstream super overhyped game, I can focus in on other stuff, such as games that I've played in previous months were Minecraft and Persona 4. 2 games I probably never would have played if it weren't for patrons. Nominating them, voting for them, talking about them. The next game I'm going to be playing, if we do hit the goal for the month of May, is Yakuza 4. I want to play that game in anticipation for the release of Yakuza 5, which is supposed to be localized and coming out in the United States either sometimes this year or early next year. I guess we'll find out. Okay? In addition to that, you can also vote on the upcoming DSP Classic series. That's going to come after I finish the best and worst of Heavy Rain. You get to nominate what game will be for that. And also, I'm going to be doing another marathon come June. It's either going to be Sonic the Hedgehog Classics, Crash Bandicoot Classics, or Banjo-Kazooie. And the patrons will be voting on that. So there's tons of participation that you get for being a patron. And then what do I get out of it? It's pretty obvious. I get some financial support from you guys so that I don't have to worry about daily video views and freaking out about it on YouTube too much. I get to play games that are outside the box of my comfort zone. Again, not always playing overhyped mainstream games. And lastly, I get to improve my setup. All the soundproofing foam that's in my office right now, the new microphone I'm using right now, are all a result of Patreon funding. And I'm hoping to raise some extra funding come this summer to buy a better camera for upcoming projects such as Project 7. So we'll see how that goes. But right now, things are going well. Everything is being, going pretty well. I've had 3 very successful months, February, March, and April. I hit all my goals, and I'm hoping to hit and possibly exceed some of them for May, so I have some extra money to put towards that camera. So check it out, patreon.com/DarksidePhil. And then in addition to that, the final gratuitous plug before we get started, ladies and gents. My girlfriend Leanna has a business. It is handmade glycerin soaps, as well as wax tart melts. These are high-quality products, much better than what you would buy in a local store. You know, we're not talking El Cheapo $3 multi-pack soap that leaves your skin dried out and, is made of all these harsh chemicals. We're talking high-quality stuff that's good for your body, smells great. I actually wash with it. It's the only soap that I wash with for the past 2 years, and I love it. Last night I spent, I kid you not, over 2 hours smelling scents for her new product line coming up in the fall. And we kind of came to a consensus on some of the things that she's going to adopt for the fall scents that'll be a little different from these first line that she did. And, she's pretty successful. She's been doing it for 3 months. She's had over 50 orders. She's got nothing but 5-star positive feedback. Pretty awesome. So I hope you'll check it out. It's at Etsy.com, etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrant, spelled C-U-R-R-A-N-T. And just this past week, she started shipping internationally. She started shipping not only in the United States, which she's been doing for the past 3 months, but now she ships to Australia, the UK, Canada, Mexico, and as of, I believe, yesterday, she's now shipping to Germany. So she's got international shipping. If you guys want to check it out and you live in any of those countries I just mentioned, check out the website, The Black Currant, on Etsy.com. All right, that is it for the plugs. Let us end the pre-stream. Let us get started with Ask the King. I've got so many questions to get through, and I'm really excited for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, we might be going a little late, but we'll see what happens with that, all right? So without further ado, let me end the pre-stream, and let's get started with Ask the King.